Shalom, this is Ashar by Nasrallah out of the Lions Den camp, located here just for Florida. First and foremost, I would like to all praise and the glory to the Father and the Son in the proper true Hebrew tongue. Call Alayim La, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Al Shai, Ba'Shem HaRakah Kodash Ma'amoth. Also, double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS. I double honors to my apostles as well, down in the Lions Den camp, Ahar Basharallah. Peace and blessing 1/3 and salutations to the whole foot elect. It's going to be a lesson going on Revelation chapter 16. All right. Start at verse 19. We'll get straight to it. It says, and the great city was divided into three parts. And the cities of the nations fell. And great Babylon came into remembrance before God to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. All right. Let's rewind. It says, in the great city was divided into three parts. The three parts being the son of men, the son of wicked, and the sons of power. Ultimately, the sons of God, man, the sons of Israel, or the children of Israel. But of course, as you know as well, 2/3 of our people are going to have to be cut off from salvation. They're going to have to be stuck here when that judgment happens. Because they didn't listen. The Lord is allowing His voice to be heard everywhere right now. The men of the Lord that's on highways and byways currently, man, is they're week in and week out. They're telling our people, they have all the opportunity to be intrigued, to come over, do what they need to do. But our people, they don't want that. They want to be how they are now. They want to be have that Stockholm syndrome. That's why it says, in the cities of the nations fell, and great Babylon came in remembrance before for God to enter a cup of the wine in the fierceness of his wrath. Man, it's gonna be a sign, man. The Most High needs to destroy this place, man. This is a great, it's like a big old fire that's consuming the earth, because ultimately that's what Esau does want. All right, the sons of the wicked, man, Esau, man, the Caucasian race, they ultimately want they want a new world order. They want to order under a satanic order. Basically tracking carbon, they want like robots and all that other stuff, man. They want like inorganic life. If they wanted to, if it was possible, if the Lord allowed it, and they will be putting their brains in jars and everything, and putting their brains in robots and everything, and then have everything inorganic. Like they're the cliche villains almost. Like the common villain trope. I don't want to say cliche, but they're definitely a very villainous trope. They want world domination like Dr. Eggman, Dr. Egghead. They want robots and all that other stuff, man. They the devil, man. They're the deceiver of this world, and our people know that. It's being shown at least across America right now, that who runs the world? Satanic PDF files. That drink blood and babies and all that stuff. It's known that that's who runs the world. Like the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, they get 8 blood transfusions just to stay alive, and their kids do the same thing. Nonetheless, this who runs the world, not this Trump. Trump of course is pushing his weight around right now with Iran. Of course Israel doing their thing, little Satan. But you can tell who runs the world. Who's the hand of the earth, man? Job 9:24. The earth was given to the hands of the wicked. The wicked have the world right now, man. But ultimately the earth is Yahweh's. It is the Most High. That's why He's declaring that Babylon will fall, man, because of the sons of wicked what they done, because sons of men they're falling in line, you know, and they're no better. Of course, they're not as bad as Esau, but they touch the apple of the Lord's eye, man. Um, they're they allow people to have that same Stockholm syndrome, and yeah, they're no better. But I'm get a few shit on those, on the sons of wicked. All right, and the children of wicked, and the children of the power, and the children of men. It says verse 20 says, "And every island fled away, and the mountains were found not." Nobody's going to inhabit this place again, or nobody's going. None of them eat. It's like nobody wicked going to inhabit this place. His work will be utterly uninhabitable. Through nuclear destruction, through ICBMs. And this is John the Revelator seeing this on the island Patmos around 90 A.D. This is verse 21. It says, and there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven. This is John the Revelator seeing it. It says every stone about the weight of a talent. Of course, the ICBMs I think they were like 200,000 pounds, but each warrior is roughly around 100, 110 pounds, 120, something like that. Let me get it. I just looked it up. It says Mr. Warrior weight, it's kilograms.